Welcome back to the Gotta Be Good pod. A little different today. We don't got big ass mics in front of us.
I don't know how I feel about it, honestly.
I feel very odd. It feels like we're not recording.
Normally I'm sitting here just playing with my mic the whole time.
No headphones.
Yeah. But we got Riley Madden on the pod today. Thanks
Yes,
for coming,
sir.
bro.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. It's been a while, dude. I know.
It has been a while.
I haven't seen you guys in a minute, man. I just saw you guys were doing this, and I figured, hey, let's give it a shot.
Yeah, man.
See how the boys are doing.
This is the second or third application, and
You did an application?
yeah.
Nice.
And it
For all you
works.
people out there, do it.
I'm telling you, it works.
True.
So
You just hop on their Instagram, go on their bio, fill it out, they get back to you.
yeah, but we got new camera, new equipment. We're going wireless now, and he is the first one to experience that. We're gonna hopefully hope it works out.
Yeah.
I'm nervous about it.
I think we'll be all right, man.
Yeah.
What's new, bro?
Nothing much. Just moved back to Minnesota. I was living out in the Outer Banks, actually, in North Carolina with one of my boys I was in the Army with. It was dope. I loved it out there. It's like great weather, great women, to be honest.
I'm sure.
But some family stuff brought me back to Minnesota, so here I am. Fuck, I don't know. I haven't seen you guys in so long. I feel like I talked for hours about shit. Yeah.
At least 5 years.
I think since I think the last time I saw you, I was still in the Army.
Yeah.
Which was I got out in 2019.
And then
So like 4 years.
It was at a New Year's party.
Yeah, Cruise, dude. That was the last night.
I might have been 21 or 22.
That was the last night I drank, actually.
Dang.
Yeah, that's the last time I've drank.
That's
was
crazy.
that night.
did you wake up that morning and you're just like, never again, or what?
Dude, it was that night, actually. I was just sitting there, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And I don't know. It was like something clicked in my head, and I just didn't want to. I haven't had drop of alcohol since.
It's exhausting, let's be honest.
Dude, like when you wake up in the morning and you're just like, and you like check your phone and you're like, yo, do you remember what the fuck you did last night? And you're like, no.
I got a bunch of unreplied to Snapchats from a bunch of good-looking women. I probably did something really stupid.
Literally.
You fight somebody and you don't even remember.
Dude, like, I think that night is when I fought when I knocked him out in Tanner's driveway.
You did that?
Yeah, that was me. When I like broke his, yeah, that was me.
Oh yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
that was
me.
That's kind of funny.
Dallas is here.
Farrell let him in.
I got it.
Okay. So we know you, obviously, because you grew up in Andover. Did you always live in Andover then? Or?
Yeah. I was born here in Fridley, actually.
Unity Hospital, people.
Unity, let's go. And then I went to Rum River, Oakview, and then Andover. Yeah, so I've been in Andover my whole life. Yeah,
For sure.
Born and raised.
And then you grew up playing puck, didn't you?
Yeah, hockey, and then lacrosse, actually. So
Yeah.
those are like my...
I think we played Lexer for a little bit, but I was trash, and I only played for like a year and a half or something like that.
Yeah, I wasn't that good at hockey. I was pretty mediocre. I was really good at lacrosse.
It's like the opposite for me, but
Rum River.
Rum River, yes sir, dude. The Wolves, let's go.
go Wolves, baby.
But yeah, I just lacrosse was dope. I had offers. I was on Team Minnesota and Minnesota Chill and stuff, and I had offers for schools, but my heart wasn't into it, you know.
You were a long pole, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
Me too. Let's
Yeah,
go.
that's what I'm saying, bro. But yeah, it just I don't know. I was at a point. I mean, I was 17. And
You get burnt out.
You
playing
do,
sports, especially if you play it year round and shit.
Yeah, and like I just wasn't enjoying it anymore. You know what I mean?
Plus, you're getting into high school. I'm like, I just want to party, dude.
That's all. I
just want
mean,
to talk to chicks.
Yeah. Well, we were kind of in like that same party group, you know. So like we were always at parties together and stuff. Like,
do you remember when we went? I don't know if you remember this, but we rode in a female's van together to a high school football game, and we all got shamacked before.
yeah, dude.
Was I there?
Do you remember what I'm talking about?
I do.
Was I there?
I don't think so.
No.
You remember? You might have been there when the same situation. When I threw up in Joe's house, like walking out the door.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna throw up. Open the door. Just right as we opened the door, I was throwing up.
Yeah, I remember there was one night. I think we were at Muhammad's house, and we were all in the tree. You know, a big ass tree he had.
I think I know what you're talking about. We used to have like hell bonfires there. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, and we all like climbed up there, and I just remember someone fell out of it. And then that same night was when Mock and Grubner jumped across the fire.
I was there.
Yeah, and then
I saw that. I didn't.
oh, dude, that was some of the funniest shit. Like they literally were like, "I'm gonna run across the fire and jump over." Yeah, me too. But they went at the same time, and literally, whose tooth went into whose head?
Grubner's tooth went into
Mock's head. Yeah, and it just like bent it. Oh, dude, it was so funny.
So then, did you go to school or anything like that, or did you hop right into the military?
Right in the military, man. I enlisted actually my senior year, so I was full time at STEP. But you guys were already graduated.
I was a
right?
year above you.
I
I'm
was
2015.
16.
Okay.
Yep.
In
Yeah.
2014.
Shout out Step too. Step was
I'm saying
so fun.
the best. So I was full time STEP my senior year, so I wasn't even at Andover. But while I was there, I knew I was going to join the military. My plan was go to college, play lacrosse, go join, then be an officer. You know, join the Army, and then do that. But my heart wasn't in it, and I was just like, you know, I'm going to join the Army. I come from a whole lineage, bro. Like both my grandpas were SEALs. My dad was a pararescueman in the Air Force. My brother was a Ranger. So I was like, I just want to go kick indoors. And
You have an older brother then?
yeah, he's my half brother.
Okay.
Yeah, same dad, different mom.
Yeah, I don't have any legit siblings. They're all half.
Yeah.
There's like 7 of them.
But yeah, I enlisted in the Army, and then I turned 18 at basic actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dang. What was so you were a sniper?
I was in a
Correct?
yeah. So I was an infantryman. My title was infantry.
Okay.
But I was in a sniper platoon, sniper school, and all that stuff. So like my whole time in the Army, I was in we called it a recon platoon, but I was in a sniper reconnaissance platoon. Yeah.
Was that pretty extensive as far as training compared to most?
Yes and no. So how it breaks down is I went to basic Fort Benning, Georgia. Then I got stationed in Fort Carson, Colorado. It's in Colorado Springs. I got to my unit, and they were basically just like, "Hey man, you're a really good shooter." I got it's called an Army Achievement Medal, an AAM is what we call them.
Nice.
For shooting expert in like every weapon we went to the range for, and they're like, "You should try out for scouts." And I was like, "Man, like fuck scouts. I don't want to go scouts. Like I love my platoon right now. Like this is dope." And then they did the tryouts, and I was really kicking myself in the ass. I was still a private at the time, you know, that I didn't do it.
Right.
And then they needed a few more people, and a few of my boys that was in my company before they went there was like, "Hey man, we're recommending you to come to scouts." And I was like, "All right." And one day, it was after PT, we work out in the morning. I'm fucking changing. First sergeant walks in, and he was like, this First Sergeant Choi, man, this motherfucker. He's like 5'2", I think like Filipino guy.
Is he an asshole?
No, he was dope as
He's dope?
shit.
All right.
But he was one of the scariest people I've met in my life. He's actually in Delta now, I think, or he was like.
Dope but scary.
Yeah, literally. Dude's like, you can look him up. His name's Christopher Choi. He's got a whole story of how he won a Silver Star in like Iraq. Fucking nuts. Dude's like straight up savage. But he walks in, he's like, "Madden, where the fuck are you?" And I run over there, and I'm like, "First Sergeant." And he's like, "Pack your fucking shit. You're going to scouts." And I was like, "All right, bet." So packed my shit up, walked down the hallway. I was in platoon and just got right to training. But the training, like, it's definitely so like the scout platoon, it's the best of the best within your infantry battalion. So we're only a 20-man platoon, so like very small. Whereas like a normal platoon is like 30 to 40 people. So like we were real small, real tight, super close. So like we were out doing lots of training all the time, man, and like it was strenuous. Like to stay in the platoon, you had to pass your physical fitness test with they base it off a 300 score. You have to do 270 or higher to stay in the platoon. You have to have a certain score on your ASVAB, which is like the SATs for the military.
I'm taking that.
Yeah. So you know, so like you have to have a certain score to be in there and stuff. So like definitely a little harder to get into, but it's not like unattainable. But I mean, yeah, I was in that platoon for my whole time in the Army.
Were you Marines or Army?
Army.
Okay.
Army, yep. No Marine Corps for me, man. Believe it or not, Marine Corps, they haven't really deployed since like 2012. They don't really do anything anymore. And I was like, I want to
So
go.
you like toured then?
Yeah, I was in Afghanistan.
Okay.
Yep.
Just once,
That's
or
crazy.
Just once. Yeah, just
Well,
once.
What's it like being overseas like that?
So it's actually, it's crazy, dude. Like, I remember getting off the plane. So I went from Colorado Springs, where I was stationed. We went to Newark, which is New Jersey. And then from Jersey, we went to Germany on my way out there. And then we stopped in Kuwait. We had a layover in Kuwait for about a week. And then you hop on like a C-130, and then you go into Afghanistan. I remember getting off the plane. You got like these big green duffel bags with all your shit in it that you bring over there. And this truck pulls up to like our barracks. You know, we get off, we're at the airport, we shuttle over, we get our, they call it Force Pro ammo, it's force protection. So whenever you walk around on base, you're carrying your rifle with like a magazine and everything just in case. And we get all that stuff, and I remember we're going back to the barrack, like to where we're going to be living for the next 9 months, and the truck pulls up to drop off our shit, and all of a sudden, so we would get rocketed a lot. They would basically build these big dirt mounds, right, with rockets on them, and they would like position them, and they would take, dude, Taliban, these motherfuckers are smart, dude. Like, they would literally take like a rocket and like build a mound of sand and like aim it at the base, put it on a timer, and then walk away. And then it goes off, and then, you know, hits your base, whatever. So my first like hour in Afghanistan, I remember I'm just like, we're there, all of a sudden we're loading our trucks off, and then they have these alarms. So they have these like detection systems where they can
like
detect
it coming.
exactly, and it's like
UAV type shit?
kind of, yeah,
Some
kind of
radars.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
But it'll, all of a sudden you hear incoming, incoming, incoming. And I've never been in country before. This is, you know, I'm here for an hour. And then I'm like, the fuck is it, like, what? And then my platoon sergeant, dude's like a seasoned Ranger bat guy. Yeah. He's got like 2 Purple Hearts, silver, like, dude's just, he's like one of like the best NCOs in the Army. First Sergeant now? Yeah, First Sergeant Martinez, you're watching. Much love, man. But, yeah, it's like he grabs me, like we hit the ground, and all of a sudden 200 meters away, boom! And I'm sitting there, and I'm like,
what if I was right there?
Literally. Well, and it wasn't even that. It was like, I just got here.
Like, we're in the shit now.
Like, yeah, I was like, I've been here for a fucking hour, and this is how this is gonna go. And I was like, what the fuck, man? So like, we load our bags off, and like, I get in my room. About 20 minutes later, fuck another one, and I'm just sitting there, and I remember going through my head all at that moment. Everyone, they'll say they're a tough guy. Oh, when I first got in combat, I was never scared. But
bullshit.
Like, yeah, I didn't freeze up or anything, but like I was scared, man. In the back of my head, I was like, what the fuck what did I get myself into?
Right.
And that was just my first day. But I mean, it was crazy, man.
How long were you there?
9 months.
Is that like a normal tour time?
Yeah. So after, I want to say like 2012, they used to do 15-month rotations.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And then they dropped them down to 9. So mine was 9 months. So that's pretty standard, 9 months. A lot of guys, they'll go to Africa for like 6 months.
For sure.
So that's more of like a UNICEF deployment or whatever you want to call it, like you're just helping out locals and stuff. Nothing, not in like a combat zone technically, but yeah.
And then what's like a week like schedule like
in the Army
tour? Yeah.
So in Afghanistan, man, curious. Life is simple, dude. I actually miss it quite a bit. So we were on 9-day rotation. So 9 days we would do a mission. So we'd hop in our trucks, go outside, wire, do like counter facilitation for the Taliban. So like we would go to these villages and like talk to the locals and basically just be like, hey, stop working with the Taliban. Like we'll help you out. Stop helping them out. Or we'll go on like counter IDF, which is indirect fire, which is the rockets.
Okay.
We'd go on like counter IDF patrols and stuff, or basically we just drive around until someone shot at us and stuff like that. But it was 9 days of missions, so going out and doing that stuff. Then 3 days of QRF, which is quick reaction force. So in my company, 1 platoon for 3 days straight. You're basically 911 for the rest of your company. So let's say I was in 1st platoon, 2nd platoon's on a mission. They're getting fucked up. They need help. They radio back to our company's network, and then they call us, and we're sleeping in bed or whatever. It doesn't matter. We wake up, we fucking run, load up the trucks, and we go out there. So that's what it was like. But typical week, it was missions or QRF. You wake up. If we had missions, we'd go on mission, come back, eat. We'd work out, jerk off, go to sleep.
Sure.
That's literally your life, man.
Do you have a day off in between?
No, 9 months
No
straight,
days
bro.
off,
9 months straight, man. And dude, there was days where like you're not for days at a time
Not sleeping.
Like especially I remember on QRF, man. Like if you get indirect, which we got all the time, it was like you're waking up and you're loading in the trucks and just waiting to see if you got to go or not. So like there'd be times where, dude, you're sleeping for 10 minutes. You just get back, fucking boom, here comes another one. You got to get up and get ready again. Like,
I'm sure that puts you like in a weird mind space for not sleeping for that long.
oh, it does, dude. Like, but luckily, like when you're on missions, like for those 9 days, you're for sure if everything goes right for the 9 days, you're eating and sleeping and working out. And like it's so, dude, life was so simple, man.
And healthy.
Kind of.
Maybe not mentally,
not
but
mentally,
like
physically. Physically, it was still really demanding. But I mean, dude, you're walking around in 50 pounds of gear plus your weapon,
and then what? And Afghanistan's like the desert too, right?
It is. Oh yeah, and I was in Kandahar, which is like the southernmost province of Afghanistan.
It's hot as fuck.
Hot as fuck, dude. Oh my god, I remember in the summer. Like July, so my birthday's in July. I remember it was my birthday. I'm out smoking a cigarette with one of my buddies, and it's midnight, 1 a.m. I walk outside, it's like 110 degrees out, and it's pitch black out. Yeah, and then 125, 130 during the day. Like, dude, you're walking, and the tops of your ears are like burning, like on fire.
Yeah.
It's so hot. Like,
were you Did you already get sober like when you got deployed?
Yeah, so you don't drink or anything. Like
I was gonna ask because back in the day, didn't they used to like supply?
Oh yeah, like Vietnam and shit.
Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, Vietnam and shit.
Well, I want to back it up to your trip to Afghanistan. So like you said, you went to Germany and you stopped at these places. Was it just like you're going to a base, you're sticking there, and then waiting till you go?
Pretty
you
much.
Don't get to explore or nothing?
Pretty much. So when I was in Germany, like we went to Newark, it was basically stop to fill up the plane.
Okay.
And then you load back up. So like you basically get off, take a piss, smoke a dart if you want.
Like a long car ride.
Yeah, exactly. I was on the plane. You're on the plane. On my way back, I was on the plane for like 36 hours. It's like, rough.
That, dude.
But when I was in Germany, we had a layover there for a couple hours. It was super cool because in Germany, you can still smoke inside.
Right.
So they have this separate part of the airport in Germany where military personnel goes. And we're all sitting in there buying you can buy a bottle of JMO you can only get in Germany and like shit like that. So people are buying those. We're buying cigarettes.
Hell yeah.
Like I bought a carton of Lucky Strikes for like $30. And on the packaging, so you know our packaging for cigarettes here, it'll be like warning, smoking kills.
Yeah.
On their packages in like Germany and like the EU, there's literally pictures like dead babies and like fucking and like black lungs on there, and they're like, don't smoke,
They're really
you're
trying to get
gonna
you not to
die.
smoke,
But like everyone smokes, so it's really weird. But Germany was cool. I mean, I didn't really get to see. I've been to Germany like outside of that, but that was cool. When I was in Kuwait, I was there for about a week. We were just waiting for a flight to Afghanistan, and then you hop on a military I was on a commercial plane up until Kuwait. So once I hit Kuwait, from Kuwait to Afghanistan, we hopped on a C-130.
So it's just you and all your boys.
Yeah.
Fully suited up on these commercial planes.
Yeah, pretty much. I actually have a picture I can show you guys after too of like me and my buddy on the way back. You're just sitting there. Yeah, just
you take the same route home then?
No, actually, so that's a funnier story. So on my way home, we left Afghanistan a couple weeks late because when I was there, Kandahar City, it fell. We were doing a mission down there, and the whole city just went up in gunfire flames essentially. And there's this huge kind of like ceasefire with the Taliban and the Afghan government. So we didn't get to leave for about 2 weeks after we were supposed to be out of country. So when I left, I went from Afghanistan to Kuwait again, and then we had to go to Dubai to pick up like 7 guys who were in the Air Force.
Dubai would be sick.
It was dope. So I was in Dubai for a few hours. They let us out, and like, dude, Dubai was fucking crazy. Just from what I saw from being there.
Is it like Vegas, like in the desert, or
dude, it's like Vegas.
A bigger desert.
It's like Vegas on steroids.
Yeah.
Because like the richest people in the world live there.
Yeah.
Like so, dude, it was like
Burj Khalifa, man.
bro, I saw it. Nuts. The cop cars are Bugattis, Ferraris, and shit. Like,
it looks like a GTA game.
literally, it looks like a GTA server.
Yeah.
It's not even funny, man. But like, so we stop in Dubai to pick up like 7 dudes who are in the Air Force, and then we go to Ireland from Dubai. Ireland was dope, dude. Ireland's so sick. If you guys ever get a chance,
I would go to Ireland for
Yeah.
sure.
dude, we
I don't even think I'm Irish, but whatever.
dude,
I
don't
am,
give a
I
shit.
think.
Bro, we went there on leave one time. We got kicked out of the Guinness factory. We toured the Guinness whatever brewery and we were fucking up under like the spouts because they got the spouts you can get from the. We were up
Yeah.
under there doing that and like the workers were egging us on, but then I guess one of the head brewmasters saw us and he was like, cut that shit. And then I was with the Irish military, so we just kept drinking that night.
So that's why I asked earlier. So
Yeah.
you weren't sober yet.
No, not
Okay.
yet. Yeah, no, I got
That's what I was.
I got sober January 1st of 2020.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's-
No.
You got to be sober to go, though, right?
Well, we all drank, but like you just don't drink when you're
Well,
over there.
On your way there, it's a little more strict.
Oh, dude, on my way there, I was drunk. So the night before, we were drinking probably till 4 in the morning, and then we left at 5 to go to the airport.
Yeah.
I was drunk until I got to Germany. Like, I was hammered until I got to Germany,
So
dude.
just load up and then
Everyone
go.
does, dude. It's so
Well,
funny.
it's like I'm not probably gonna get loaded
Yeah.
again for
Well,
like
Yo,
9
like-
months.
And that could be, you could die over there, you know,
Right.
that's a real thing.
Might be your last time
It might be
getting
your
hammered.
last time getting drunk with your boys. So, like, we just, do you guys know Steel Reserves? They're, I
A little
don't,
bit, yeah.
Yeah.
those big,
Yeah.
nasty fucking,
Dude,
malt liquor, like 40 ounce. Yeah, I drank a few of those and I was so sick on the plane and everything, but I
I
mean,
imagine so.
it's a memory, but.
Fuck.
I had a couple buddies in my platoon while we were over there. Their parents sent them, like, whiskey in a Listerine bottle. Yeah.
They get sneaky, dude.
Afghan Kush Mountains, that's a real thing. There's Kush everywhere and heroin.
I heard the best weed in the world is grown in Afghanistan.
It is
Let's
100%. Dude, those
go.
dudes are high as fuck 24/7.
But they're smart.
Not real. Like they're smart when it comes to like combat stuff,
They're more
like
smart.
general education.
Yeah.
Like they're dumb.
And then, how often were you firing your gun actually a lot over there then? Or
Yeah,
all
all the time.
the time.
All the time, dude. All the time. I remember the first time I got shot at. It was kind of funny. We got word. There was like my platoon was on a mission, man, and there was like 10 of us hanging back. My platoon sergeant fucking kicks in the door. He's like, Madden, you in here? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, get your fucking shit on. And I'm like, all right. So I throw my shit on, and we hopped in a truck. They're called Tatas. They're like little Toyota Tacomas.
Tata.
They're literally called Tatas. Like they're like these little
Toyota Tacomas.
diesel
Some
stick
Tatas.
shift Toyotas, and they fucking rip, by the way.
Yeah.
But there's 3 people in the front, and there's like the 5 of us in the back, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And he goes, there's a guy apparently making like a suicide vest in here. He's in these abandoned barracks on the Afghan controlled part of the base. Like, we gotta go fucking check it out. So we end up going to this old Air Force barracks, and I'm not even kidding, dude. There's like 300 rooms. It's like 3 stories. So room by room,
Oh, you gotta clear all of them?
clear all of them, like 10 of us. That we broke up into 3-man teams, and we're fucking just going section by section, floor by floor. And we get done clearing everything, and we hop outside, and we're looking at the Afghan control part of the base. There's like a school and shit there. And Afghans, the like Taliban, they would hide in like schools and shit because we don't shoot at schools.
Right, because we're American.
Exactly. And like you just don't want to kill innocent kids who are trying to learn.
Right.
So a lot of the times they would hide in places or literally put their wives in front of them and shoot at you.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
dude.
it's wild. And like I remember we're sitting there, helmets off, we're just kind of talking, we're overlooking like where this guy could have went. We're like, we're gonna hold down sectors and kind of hang out for a while. We're sitting there all of a sudden just snap, snap. And like, dude, I'm talking maybe a foot above my head, and I'm standing next to my buddy, and I remember I did like the SpongeBob caveman meme. You know, where like I sat there, I looked at him, and he looked at me and my platoon sergeant. He's like, get the fuck down, get the fuck down. So like we have nowhere to hide. We're hiding behind these little like 2x4s, but they're made of like cinder block.
Yeah.
So we're all sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? And like we get, you know, a positive ID that was coming from the school. So we're like, fuck. So we're basically just sitting there and they're just poking shots at us. But
That's how you know you're built for the military. Says First time I got shot, it was actually a pretty funny story. Like,
I mean, it was, dude, because like, dude, the look on all of our faces, because this was super early in deployment. So like, the people who like hadn't deployed, like they called us cherries. So they're all fucking, you know, like hitting the deck and shit.
Did you haven't been popped that?
And then literally, and we're sitting there and we're like looking at each other and they're like, get the fuck down, like idiots. Like, what are you guys doing? And we're like, oh.
It's Call of Duty, man.
Literally in real life.
Quick scoping back.
And then what was your favorite place like you traveled to while you were on tour then?
Probably Dubai. Even though I wasn't, dude, I wish I could have been there I was in Australia actually for about a month. I would live in Australia for sure. Dude, the weather, the women. I cannot emphasize the second one enough. The women. My God. Like,
I'll have to go check it out.
Yeah, dude.
Tour coming soon.
I've been saying I want to like illegally immigrate to Australia, dude. I want to just get on a plane and just like hop off and never come like change my name. I don't know how, but just do it. Like fuck it.
People do it all the time.
One-way ticket.
I'm a refugee, dude. I don't know. Like figure it out. But Australia's sick, man. I think that was my favorite place, hands down. I loved it there. That was so much fun. I think I was drunk for like a month straight when I was in Australia, dude. I was drinking Foster's. That's like the Australian local beer, and I was with the Aussie military, dude. We were.
What was it like coming back then? Like coming back home?
Oh, dude, I'm probably one of the hardest. I'd say from 2019 to like early 2020. Not even. I'd even stay still now. Not as bad, but coming back easily one of the hardest things I've gone through, and I'm still going through. So I had about a year left in the Army when I got back from Afghanistan, and it wasn't that bad because I was with you had your boys, you know, like you're around the homies, like your mind's occupied, you're doing your fucking training and stuff, so like it wasn't that bad. Mm-hmm. But when I got out was when shit like went all the way sideways, dude. Remember I got out, I moved back in with my dad for like 6 months just to like, you know, get established, get a job, get back on my feet, and I remember I had my first panic attack. And it's been my only one, and it was like the scariest thing like ever, dude. Like I thought I was dying. Like my anxiety, it was out of nowhere. It just
hit you.
It just hit me. Like I didn't have my friends. Like I felt lost. You know, you go to war with these people, and they know you better than anyone else. Like they're like your family, but like your family doesn't even know you like these people know you, and you basically like you just lose that. It's like all of a sudden the people you fought and like, you know, would have died for, and that, you know, your buddies that you did watch die, like all that's just gone.
Yeah.
And the military's so bad at transitioning like veterans out of the military, and
it's just like
it is what it is.
Go back to normal.
Pretty much. And like the thing with us is it's like we're like a lot of like your infantry special forces guys is it's like we're fucking war fighters. Like what we were good at and what we do doesn't translate to the civilian
world. It's the real world, yeah.
And it's like I got out and I felt like I had no purpose in life. Like
Plus you're young too, and like
dude, I was 20. I was 19, 20 when I was in Afghanistan, man. I was 19, turned 20. Like I'm a kid.
I'd say like in high school too, like you have a lot of friends. At least I did. But as you get older, and I'm sure like when you came back home, like you realize I don't really have that many friends.
Well, yeah, and it was crazy. You remember Kevin Scheffweister?
I do.
So Kevin, still this day, he's like one of my best friends.
He's a cop police now?
Yeah, and for Metro Transit actually.
Nice.
When I was over there, he was the only one of my friends that texted me every day to make sure I was good.
Right.
Only one, man, and that shit hurt because like I thought I had.
He's hilarious, dude.
He is. Kevin's the best.
He'll keep a smile on your face.
He will. He's the best.
I would like to. You still hang out with him a lot?
All the time, dude.
Dude, we should all hang out sometime.
Yeah, you like pho? Vietnamese soup?
I've never tried it, but I will try it.
Okay. We got a place in Blaine. We could all meet up one weekend and go and get some pho.
What's it called?
Yes, sir. He's on it. Yeah. But he was the only one I had, and you know, you just realize you're like, damn,
well,
like
it's like people are growing up and they have their own lives, and it sucks, but it's just part of growing up, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I'm sure with being in the military just makes it that much harder. Also.
It did, because it was like, you know, you're around all your friends all the time, and it was like the second you leave, you're just like, you're some memory, you know?
To me, yeah, like just thinking about it, if I had a friend who went and got deployed, like I have had some friends like in basic and stuff, but I don't think they ever got deployed.
Yeah.
But, so if that ever happened, to me, it wouldn't feel probably as much as it does for you when you're actually deployed. It feels like it would feel normal for me.
Yeah.
And different for you.
For sure.
So like for me, it feels like I could still contact you whenever and hit you up and you reply.
Yep.
And it's not like you're gone.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can see where like a lot of people didn't hit you up because it's like, oh, he'll be back soon.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
He'll be back soon. But then there is like the thought of what if he doesn't come back?
Exactly.
Yeah,
and, you know, when you're over there, you don't really, like, my biggest support system was my dad and actually Kevin. So it was like, you know, it was like, I thought I had all these people that would hit me up and, like, check in on me, but nobody, man.
It's hard to translate those problems to people who
It is,
have
and
no
that's the thing,
idea.
too, is, like, you can't, like, unless you've been through it, you don't understand.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's hard. Like, I didn't, you know, I'm not trying to, like, victimize or anything, but that was definitely, like, I think that was one of the harder things for me, too. And then, like, getting out with that transition, too, mental health. I'm a huge mental health advocate now, especially for men. I wear a bracelet. I got several friends now, but of my good friends that have committed suicide since we've been out, and all of them, it's been within the first year that they've gotten out of the military. Home, yeah. And it's crazy, man, because like you get out and you just lose your sense of purpose, your sense of pride, camaraderie. Like you get in the civilian world again, and you realize that like you don't have your people that like had your back, you know, like. And, you know, you get in the real world, and there's a lot of snakes and shitty fucking people that just want to stab you in the back.
And sad as it is, as you get older, it honestly doesn't really get that much better.
It doesn't, dude.
I have a lot of acquaintances.
Yes.
But I have a very small group of, like, real.
I agree. Friends. Me too, man. And it's like, it sucks because it's like, people, like, when I first got out, you know Kruth, Tanner, obviously. Tanner's one of my boys, always has been. He got me a job at where he still works, and I worked there for 3 years. Water control, we did like plumbing and shit.
He's like higher up now. There,
He just travels and shit all the time. I mean, he makes a fuckload of money, but like, yeah, he just travels and stuff all the time. He got me the job there, and I remember just like sitting there being at work, and I just didn't know like what was going on, like what to even do with myself. It was just so weird.
I mean, I'm sure it's kind of like, what do I do now?
I ended up getting fired from there actually in September. I just couldn't. I didn't mesh there. It was.
It's hard to go back to.
Well, and the thing is too is like they took a lot of like my mom passed in 2020, and I took like a week.
To hear that, man.
Oh, it's all good. I took like 2 weeks off, and they were holding that shit over my head. They were holding like
which is fucked.
My mental health problems over my head, like my anxiety, because I used to go to therapy once a week, and it was like I did it at like I would get off at 4:30 and I would leave at 4.
Yeah.
But like that was a problem. And just like shit like that, and I ended up 3 years, got canned, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go.
I think a lot of companies are still the higher ups are the old heads that still have that mentality of suck it the fuck up, turn it off, and just do your job. Which like, dude, our like age group is not like that.
No, and the thing is too is like our generation, man, like we like sensitive. But
which isn't a bad thing.
It's not, but it's also like it's really weird. It's like this weird medium. It's like a lot of people are overly sensitive, but then like some people just need to like
relax,
suck it the fuck up.
Yeah, there is some times where I'm like, all right, dude, you're kind of being a bit.
Yeah, literally, that's how I feel too sometimes. But it's like with those old heads, they don't get it. And like the thing that sucks too is it's like I'm like, you never been to fucking war. Like, you don't understand what the fuck goes through my head. Right. Like, you don't know what I feel on a daily. Like, I've been on meds since 2020, man. Like, I've taken meds to feel normal, to like keep myself at like a normal fucking like rhythm.
That's why I drink a lot.
And that's why I quit drinking.
It's not healthy for me.
That's why I quit drinking, man. Like, I was literally like, when I got back from deployment, dude, I was like drinking every fucking weekend and doing acid because the military was a test for acid.
Right. Well, I don't even think they can.
I don't think you can test for acid. Yeah. So like, I was doing literally tabs like all weekend, drinking all weekend.
Can be fun for a month or two.
Yeah.
Like, then you start going.
But when you're doing it for 8 months,
yeah.
8 months straight, like not good.
You might go a little cray.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, that was actually big.
Reality is not really a thing.
Anymore. Yeah, that was actually big in the Army, dude. Acid and coke. Coke's out of your system, and like, I never did coke.
Good.
But yeah, it was like acid and coke. Everyone, dude. Yeah.
You said you started doing some YouTube stuff recently?
Yeah. So about 6 months ago, I started doing YouTube. It's just my name, Riley Madden. I do.
Sure.
I actually, this helped me with like my mental health and like getting back like to normal and finding a hobby that was healthy.
Fills up time and like
exactly keeps you occupied.
Busy.
Yep, keeps your mind going.
That's a lot of time.
Dude,
yeah.
It keeps you creative too.
Like, it does,
you know what I mean?
100%.
I think.
Yeah, and I was living by myself, for a couple of years before I moved to North Carolina. Now I live with my best friend and his girlfriend. But dude, there'd be times I go home from work and I would just sit in my apartment in the dark. Just by myself, and like you just let your thoughts get to you. And I was like, I need to do something. I need a fucking hobby. And cars, I've always been a car guy, but like cars since like 2020, I've gone through like 10 new fucking vehicles, and
Your thing.
It is. And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna try YouTube, see if it works. And my first video, I got 33,000 views. I'm almost at 500 subs right now. Like.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. It's been going really well. I haven't posted in a few months actually, because I've just been with the whole move back here and getting situated and everything. I've been so busy, but I'll have a new one coming out hopefully this weekend actually. But yeah, I've been YouTube, man. It's great. I love it. Keeps me busy.
That's vlogs.
I'm
down.
What are you doing? Are you working on the cars, or are you just
so it's like
driving them, racing them?
Yeah, all of that. So like stuff I'm adding to it. So like upgrades I'm doing, like intakes, turbo stuff, like exhaust work, and then like races, drives, going to car meets. It's basically like vlogging the life of a car guy, and it's been going really well for.
Which I think would be a huge. I'm really not a car guy, but
yeah,
most people are. At least I've noticed. Even a lot of chicks I know that are.
I can enjoy the car vlogs. I'm not a big car guy, but like if you can dumb it down for like an average person and not just go diving deep into the mechanics of everything and just show me some sick shit
show
that's going on, the turbos.
Exactly, and that's like what I try to do. I try
some
to
drifts.
Exactly. Yeah, like I try to make it enjoyable. Like I don't want to just be like, I'm not like today we're installing this part.
Right.
I'm more of like
step one.
Step one, yeah.
Like we don't have a script on this either. We
exactly.
just kind of shoot the shit.
That's what I do, man. I just film a video and then I'll set up my camera and I'll be fucking around. We'll stop, record, we'll go get food, record that too. Like I basically just take the camera with me and we record and that's
I used to do that, but I have a hard time like putting it together in a way where it's like interesting. I always did a bunch of edits, like hella edits, like sound effects, extra pictures, like all that shit.
See, I'm pretty good at editing, but when it comes to doing like shit like that, like I can't. I'm so bad at that.
Same. He does all that.
Yeah,
I'm just a host.
I can edit. I edit on iMovie. I used to do Adobe, but it was like way too fucking much for me.
Do it on like your phone or the MacBook?
Oh, I do it on my MacBook.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's like, I mean, editing's cool. And that's another thing too. Like with editing videos, keeps your mind occupied.
Dude, and it's a lot.
It is.
Like,
People don't understand.
Through like 5 hours. And
Bro,
you're like, shit.
For like a 30-minute video.
Minutes, yeah.
It's like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
And people don't get. I don't think people appreciate that.
How much did?
Because like, do you mic up at all?
Oh yeah.
So if you got a mic and it's not connected to your phone, you got to match the audio, and you start doing cuts and stuff. You got to rematch audio.
How long did it take you to make that 3-minute vlog? Not even a 3-minute vlog we did for Nolan.
I'd say it took me almost 3 hours or more.
For a 3-minute video. Not even a 3-minute video.
Yeah.
But it's sick.
I'm saying.
Came out tight.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, that one's tight. I low-key watched it like the other day still.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy how long that shit takes. But I enjoy doing it. And it keeps you busy.
Yeah. Do you do any shit on TikTok?
I
can't figure out TikTok. I don't know how to work it.
I had a TikTok and then I deleted all my social media for a little bit and then I re-downloaded it. So I just like made a new TikTok account like 2 days ago.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, I've been slacking, but
All right.
if I do some TikTok stuff, I'll follow you.
Hard to
and
do all the
stuff and
editing and all the
post
socials.
them.
I should probably do more.
Well, the
Yeah,
thing was,
dude. So
Yeah.
you're doing YouTube edits and stuff, but then also once I get done with the YouTube edit, now I gotta do Instagram,
TikTok,
Do all the promotional
do
stuff.
some, yeah, all the promotions stuff.
Yeah.
We're on our Twitter.
He does Twitter stuff.
Hell
I
yeah.
could be
Bad at
posting
it.
shit on
We got like
Twitter
30 followers.
too, but
fuck it. Well, TikTok's super easy to grow.
yeah, it's
Well, dude-
like you just gotta be too consistent. It's too consistent for me.
But I mean, you
I
post a
get it.
stupid video and 800 people,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is kind of tight.
Or you
Yeah.
can post a fucking video of like, oh dude, that lightning's crazy, and it's Lightning McQueen, and you got 2 million likes.
Bro.
Like stupid
Bro.
ass, like, stupid
I
shit.
just watched all 3 car movies last
They're
night.
great.
Dude, I love that movie, but I hate cars. Isn't that odd?
Not
Like,
really.
Not really.
I'm
dude.
not
I
a car
love
guy,
fucking
but the
anime.
cars.
Yeah, I do too. Like
1, 2, and 3. All the plots, the fucking storyline.
they're fantastic.
fire, dude.
Yeah.
Like, the last one hooked you out of nowhere
Yeah.
with
I
some
haven't even
shit.
seen.
And I was
I
like,
think I've only seen the first.
wow,
maybe
dude,
second
are
one.
they gonna go for a 4 now?
I hope so. That'd be sick.
So
I know.
sick. I was like, they should just keep going. They kept the same graphics.
Yeah,
and stuff.
everything, dude.
Like nothing looks changed. You know how Toy Story
I
Oh, yeah.
love
they like
fucking Toy
I
Story.
love it, but
Classic.
the graphics
Yeah.
and stuff, it feels
it
the
got
dynamic
better.
feels different.
Yeah. The
It doesn't
technology.
feel like the
Yeah.
you know
well,
what I mean.
The technology got better from '98 till
Yeah.
whenever they quit making.
It's a little too real for me, but the Cars movie is still cartoony. You know?
fact,
So
dude. My
it's sick.
girlfriend, well, my ex now actually.
Oh, we can talk about that.
Ooh.
Oh, we can, yeah. She hated animated movies,
Get at him.
and I was just like, "How the fuck do you not like watching animated movies?" I tried watching Shrek with her, shot
love
down.
Shrek, dude.
I'm fucking saying, like, every animated movie we grew up on as kids, she was like, "No, I don't want to watch it. It's animated," and I was like, "The fuck is wrong with you? Like, who doesn't?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like your
A Disney
childhood."
movie every once in a while is
Like,
Dude, it hits right,
it's
dude.
I'm
needed.
saying, dude.
It hits right.
But yeah, I was just, I don't know, man. That's so. You guys want to get into that? We can get into that.
We can do
about
that.
my relationship.
That's up to you.
Yeah, we can do that.
Whatever you wanna-
I think it'll help. I mean, I'm pretty big on mental health stuff, you know. So I
Yeah,
think it'd
me-
help a lot of
me as
guys
well.
that are put in a situation where they don't know exactly where they might want to go. I mean, so I was with her for a few months. Was going super well at first, you know, like they do normally, and then
It always starts out good, man.
yeah, always
For the most part.
Yeah, and it usually starts off good, you know, like no issues or whatever, and then, it just all of a sudden it was like this distance started coming. Like she would open my Snapchats and my texts, not reply for
Which is
like
not
all
chill.
day, but she's on fucking TikTok, active and shit, and like I don't really care. I don't need to text someone all fucking day. That shit kind of makes
More of
me
a Snapchat guy.
I kind of cringe at like constant communication with like
I
my.
just got to do it.
Do you?
Mine-
Hey, to each your own, man.
Like my relationship, I don't think I talked to her since 4 today
Well, yeah, and see
or
that.
3 or
Bro,
something.
I just talked to
like,
my ex
but it just ends.
on Snapchat,
No.
text. I'd poke her on Facebook,
Oh my
send
god,
her Twitter
dude.
shit, Instagram
Yeah.
That's why
shit.
you hate each other.
We don't hate each other.
Well, you did at
We're still
the time.
tight.
You lived with each other, and you had 5 other different communications
Yeah.
with each
Well,
other.
now we live together.
But
It was
so
long distance for a while.
Who are
so.
you? Are you with Callie still?
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry if I
all
brought
good.
up bad blood or something, dude.
It's all
Yeah, that's the last I remember was. you
No,
were
we're
with her,
still
so-
like, it was a clean break.
Oh, word.
We're still like cordial.
Yeah, that's dope though.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
but there's gotta be a balance.
Exactly.
Life,
Give
you
each
need
other
balance.
some space to breathe a
You
little
need
bit.
Yeah.
a balance with everything in life.
Yeah.
And if you can't do that for your relationship, like
Mhm.
she texted me like 8 times in a row today.
Yeah.
And it was like it could have been said in one sentence, but it was just dumb stuff. Like
Yeah.
It
I
was
send
just some-
shit, but then I forget.
it
and I'm
was
like,
just-
Oh, yeah, me too.
I
do
guess
that
it
too.
wasn't dumb. It was some gushy, mushy stuff. And
Yeah.
I like opened it while I was working and just totally forgot about it because it was a lot. So I would have replied a lot.
Yeah.
So I just put it down for a second, and then like 2 hours later, she's like, "Do you want to come with me to this place later tonight?" Like completely just ignored that I didn't message her. I'm like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
She didn't call you like tweaking out.
Yeah.
No.
Well, like,
it's all about the communication.
And the
I
balance.
trust her,
Yep.
and she trusts me. So if I'm not texting,
we kind of cut you off.
No, you're good.
It got distant.
Yeah, but like, you know, and that communication, like Tony was saying, like, we had that balance. Like, I'm at work, I'm not gonna be able to text you all the time, but like, she would still snap me and shit, like, in a timely manner, but like, it was going on for like, I did like the 3-day thing, and I recommend this for like you guys or girls who are in like like, where you don't know if this person wants to be with you or not. Give them 3 days. Don't text them first, don't send them fucking memes. Don't snap them, nothing. Don't initiate anything
cute shit.
for 3 days. And if they don't hit you back up, they obviously don't want to be with you. And her birth,
a lot of people don't want to be with me.
that rule can be used for a lot of things.
Friendship, dude. There's tons of shit.
Like
man.
when you're mad.
Yeah.
Or if you think you want something.
Dude. Yeah, exactly. 3 days, dude.
2-hour rule.
And you know, we celebrated her birthday on Monday actually, and.
Oh, so you guys like just broke
this morning. I broke up with her this morning. Yeah, but so Tuesday I get a text from a random number basically saying like, "Hey man, your girl's cheating on you, like with me, like crazy shit." So
I would never do that.
No, fuck no.
That's tough.
So I screenshot it and send it to her, and like we talk about it, and she's like, "Oh, you know, like you trust me, right?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, but like this is kind of fucking weird." Like, and because I was like. Well, like her actions were, because I've been in 3 relationships now. I've been cheated on in all 3 of them.
Fuck, dude.
So like her actions were matching like what my past 2 relationships were doing.
Like, you know the signs.
Oh yeah, dude, her phone doesn't leave her fucking hand. Like you barely have sex anymore. Like, you know, she's always fucking like.
Did I get cheated on?
Quiet.
No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, like, yeah, when you're with them, it's like they don't even want to be with you. Yeah, like, it was just getting really obvious, and I was getting really annoyed. And it turned into this whole fucking deal. And I found out she still had previous hookups on Snapchat that she was talking to, exes, like, the whole shebang. I found out she used to do fucking OnlyFans, which is, like, an immediate no for me.
I don't know if I'd mind it.
I hate it, dude. Fuck that.
I don't care for it.
Get that bag, girl.
I can't be with a girl.
I don't want to work.
I can't be with a girl who's like, I have nothing against people.
Depends on what goes on the OnlyFans.
That's also valid. But like, she was posting like some heinous shit.
Well, so from my perspective, I used to do photography and stuff, and like, if I was the one taking the pictures and putting it up myself, then
yeah, for sure.
Because
I agree.
I would want to become the manager in this situation.
Yeah, exactly.
So I run the page, I talk to the dudes.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. No, I like that. That's smart. But like, she was just doing that, and like, I don't like that shit, man.
It's a money thing for me.
I get it, but like, I don't want to be with a girl and I'm walking in public and some guy's like, "Hey, look, I got your girlfriend.
I just jerked it to your girlfriend.
I just jerked off to your girlfriend. Here's her naked on my phone." Like, literally. I see your girlfriend's vagina for like $4 a month, but you pay for all the dates and shit. So I'm paying less money to see your girlfriend naked than you are.
Okay, that might be an age thing too, because there was a point where I would get really jealous over nothing.
Same.
Like when I was like 22, 23-ish, and then I got like 24, 25. I was like, I don't really give a fuck.
See,
I used to love it. Like
easy.
when I hit like 24, guys would like talk to my girlfriend at the bar. I'd be like, "Yeah, I get it.
I don't
care.
See,
I trust her.
I'm the same way. Whatever. I was the same way with her. She had my full trust, and then I got that text. Like, I know what I bring to the table. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know
what you're worth.
You don't want to be with me. That's on you. I don't give a shit. Like, and I met her on Hinge. Like, I'm done using dating apps, by the way. Fuck dating apps. Shit's
Hinge is low key kind of tight.
I thought it was until this scenario, but I was just like, it turned into a whole thing, and I found out about all that, and I was like, I can't tell you what to do because I'm not your fucking dad, but like, I'm not comfortable with you having exes and hookups on there that you still talk to, like actively, like that's fucked up. I think in any relationship, that's so fucked up.
Or like when a girl
That's a
keeps
no for me.
when a girl keeps like a piece of clothing that the dude used to like own. That happened one time.
The way I
Drove me
look at
fucking
it
crazy.
is it's
I was
like
fucking burn that shit now.
The way I look at it is it's like you have this roster. Like if you were actually like committed to me and you wanted to be with me, you wouldn't be having people from the past on like your roster just in case shit goes wrong. You can go right back to him and get some quick dick. That's why I look at it. And like she just turned 22 and I'm stupid. I need to date older women because like
dude, I've kind of been on that wave.
Bro, I was dating a chick who's like 33.
I was dating a chick who was 31.
It's fucking awesome, isn't it?
Kind of.
I thought did she try treating you like she was your mom?
She did. We only dated for like 2-3 weeks.
See, that's why my relationship ended too.
She was like getting really too into it. Really fast, and I was like, but I think she was a mom too, and like she's just been through it. So she's like, I don't have time to date. Like you're either like in it or you're not. And I was like, I don't know. Yeah. Sorry.
See, that's what happened to me though too. It was like it started off really good, and like the thing with like girls in like their 30s.
She would like pay for me.
Yeah. Well, and like dude, I don't know what it is about girls in their 30s. They just want to fuck all the time. Like you get like the girls you know who are like our age, and it's like
you gotta work for it.
You gotta like
shouldn't have to.
Yeah, but like
they think they're fucking entitled, and they're like,
they're God's gift to earth.
You need to show me attention.
You need to prove it in it. Yeah. But like girls when they're 30, dude, if you're with them, they're just like, dude, they're throwing it at you 24/7, bro.
You know what, boys? It's fucking 2023. It's time to switch the roles here.
Yes, sir.
We hold the
They need to take us out on dates.
They
need to pay for our dates.
We're playing hard to get for the rest of the decade.
So you said,
let's go.
You might move to Vegas.
Yeah. Woo! I'm saying.
Sorry.
Vegas, dude.
I got my Vegas slots.
If you do all down there, like, a lot, dude, I'll do it.
Yeah, my dad, so the reason I came back to Minnesota from North Carolina, my dad, when I was on deployment, actually, he had prostate cancer. I didn't know about it. He didn't tell me till I got back.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, because I would have freaked the fuck out. And I needed to be on my game over there.
Yeah.
But I came back. It was Thanksgiving Day. We're eating at a Waffle House, which is like my favorite place ever.
I don't think I've ever been to Waffle House.
You got, all right, closest one's Kansas City. 6-hour drive. You guys get bored one weekend, take a roadie to Kansas City, get Waffle House and get barbecue.
KU.
You won't regret it. Promise. But
Delta Sigma Kappa.
But yeah, man. So I came back. There was another potential scare with the cancer or something. So I came back just to be close. And when he retires, he's already got a house out there. And I fucking love it there.
Do you think you would just move in first?
I'd probably, I'm working as a mechanic right now, but I'm going to school to be an electrician. I'm trying to get my union electrician.
Where are you going, Dunwoody or something?
Yeah. So once, yes sir. So once I do that, once I get done doing that, I'm probably gonna go head out to Vegas, or once I get my apprenticeship all like good, I'll head out to Vegas once my dad gets out there. Then,
tight, dude.
Well, dude, good weather. There's always shit to do, and I'm a car guy. No winter, so car season all year round.
And once you got that Dunwoody on your record, you're gonna be getting a job wherever you apply.
Well, and the thing is, no state income tax.
You got girls coming in from vacay and girls that live there.
Yep.
So it's like.
My big thing, it's no state income tax.
That is huge.
That's fucking dope. I mean,
my taxes are in today.
Oh, I need to do mine actually now.
Fuck that.
So you guys are just thinking about doing yours. I just got mine.
Yeah, fuck the
bank
IRS.
account.
You know what I'm saying?
Probably be gone by tomorrow morning.
Got it today, gone tomorrow. Fuck.
I don't get it, man. They tax your money you make. We've all heard a million times. They tax the stuff you fucking drink, you eat, you drive.
Yeah, I don't get how we get taxed on food and drink.
You get taxed on everything, man.
Bro, in 1700s, we fought a war because they taxed tea.
Over tea,
a tax on a fucking beverage. And now look at us, dude.
Fucking tea party.
We're getting cucked. Like, we are literally
Where's
just.
Our war
I'm saying, dude. We're just getting cucked by the fucking government, dude.
I think it's about time.
Taxes
are about to be cut.
Pee my pants.
Man.
Yeah.
I gotta pee so bad.
Some White Claws, bro. They run through
gotta pee.
I feel like it's gonna fuck it up though if I go to the bathroom.
Hoodie's got his Jaws jersey on.
Oh, I gotta pee bad.
No, I can just
take
it out.
You guys keep it going. When I get back, we'll wrap it up.
All right.
With my
What else you got, Tony? Anything?
Me?
You're gonna have to let me
Oh,
back in.
yeah,
Or
of course.
They'll let us back in.
Jesus.
So the mental health thing,
Yeah, man.
I'm sure, like, just even explaining yourself gets frustrating because nobody understands. Like, it probably feels like the only people you could talk to are the people who you're with, but obviously the contact isn't what you would hope it to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, do you just deal with that in your head and just kind of fight it?
Yeah, so I think that how like the whole mental health stigma is with men and men in the military, they're like, man, like if you're in the military and like you want to go get mental help, they like won't deploy you. You're looked at as weak. You get made fun of and shit, and like it's such a bad issue. And like the thing is like when you're struggling, you don't want to go to your boys and be like, yo, like I'm drowning. Like I want to fucking like kill myself every night. And like you're just drowning, but you don't want to call your boys because you don't want to be like, oh damn, he's like being a pussy right now or whatever. And I think that's like I think that stigma's just got to end. Like getting help if you're a man does not make you weak. If anything, it shows that you're strong and that you are taking a step to get better. Because like I'm so sick. I get a phone call like once every 6 months to a year. Hey, did you hear what happened with so and so? And I'm like, fuck, dude. Like it never ends. And like it does get frustrating though, because it feels like you have nobody, especially if you're like a combat veteran. So you're like, you don't want to go to your boys because you don't want them to make fun of you or like think you're weak or anything. And then it's like you can't tell your parents or like your friends because they don't understand.
It's also being a man too. Like we're supposed to be built like that.
Yeah.
Like I have that problem with like I like don't feel shit. Like I do, but I just bury it down.
And that's my thing.
And then
too.
I go crazy like after a few months.
Dude, my thing, I'm trying so hard to break it. I'll bury shit down. And then like one day, dude, I'll be in like fucking Target or driving. And I just break the fuck down.
I just get like randomly super, it all builds up and then it all like just shoots through my brain. I was like, that's like not a bunch of cool stuff. And now I feel like really sad.
Exactly, yeah. Like, yeah, for me, it's like I'll bottle it down and one little thing, it'll just set it all off, and I'll just start fucking like bawling, and
I'll still like hold it in. Like I'm still like I'm feeling sad, but like it's really hard for me to cry.
Dude, I get it's really weird for me because like there's some things like that, like I'll snap one day. Well, not like snap, but like something will happen. I'll just start crying. But then like when my mom passed away, I didn't cry. I didn't feel anything. Like when my buddies have passed away, it was the same thing. I didn't
the little shit, dude.
Yeah,
I feel you.
it's so weird.
I feel it.
Yeah,
I haven't cried at any funerals.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like
it feels like nothing to me.
Exactly, that's how I am too.
But then I'm driving home and it's finally quiet.
Yeah.
I don't listen to like music in the car and stuff, so I'm like thinking, just like, where the fuck did this just come from? Yeah,
and and it's hard.
People probably think I'm crazy, fucking crying on the road.
And like being like Austin was saying, being a man, dude, you're just looked at like as weak.
Well, even like my dad taught me, like there's like one thing he taught me, like don't ever let someone see you sweat.
Yeah.
Like don't, just because, like just don't let people see you sweat. Because then they know you're rattled. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Also, like, there's different scenarios when it's fine to be fucking sad or feel
for
shit.
sure. Well, and like my dad, I mean, fucking 8-year special forces veteran, just hard ass.
Yeah.
I remember when I was going through it, I thought I could talk to him, and he basically like the boomer answer, like, I'm fucking losing it. I can't stop thinking about shit. Like, I don't know what to do. We'll stop thinking about it. And
it's not that simple, bro.
I fucking wish that I wish, you know, but like, yeah, it's, I don't know. I think if you need help, man, go get it. Don't be ashamed of it. If you got people that are going to throw that shit in your face and be like, you're fucking weak, you're a pussy, or if you got like, if your girlfriend, like,
I think that's some high school shit, though. I really don't think anyone's going to react like that. But we think it's going to,
you give people the benefit of the doubt that they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, there are some people. For sure.
You would hope people wouldn't do that. But, you know, fuck, I've dealt with it before with people.
I just hope when you do reach out for help, you're actually reaching for help and not attention.
Exactly. Yeah, that's big, too.
Because there's been a few times where that's happened, and that honestly is worse.
I think so too.
I think that's worse than anything. Like because once they reach out, you get put on this mental game where they need help.
Yeah.
Now you're in a different realm just because of what's going on with them, and then it's just not even what it was all talked up to be.
Yeah.
So just be true.
A lot of people, though, because I had an aunt that passed away, like, not even, it was probably 6 months ago. And I had people that I haven't heard from in years reach out
and I've never even fucking talked to you about it because in my head, it's not something you want to talk about.
No, like, I'm good now.
So, but even then, I never even asked you about it. I've never said a word. I don't know why, because for me, in my point of view, if I was in your shoes, if I had a buddy coming over just to hang out, I don't want to talk about what just happened.
It feels forced.
Exactly, yeah.
And I don't want to be hanging out feel forced.
Exactly.
But I do appreciate everyone that did reach out. I'm doing a lot better about it now. It'll never be the same. She's my godmother. She's the best.
I gotcha, yeah.
But yeah, I would say the day it happened, I cried. Maybe the day after, and then I actually did cry at the funeral too. But there's multiple speakers.
Oh yeah.
Family members speaking out.
That shit gets tough, dude.
Yeah, I feel like an asshole for not reaching out, but from my perspective, it's like
you're good, man.
Why? It's almost like if you get too many people to hit you up, it almost makes it worse.
Yeah.
Because you can't stop.
Or just can't literally like I would get to a moment of like, okay, I'm fine right now, and then something.
Right. So like you just dealt with this shit all day, and then you hit me up to go do something, and then that something turns into us talking about that.
Sucks because like they're just trying to be nice.
Yeah, and a lot of the time too, when you get so many, when you get flooded, it seems disingenuous.
I think too, like it's more of like a. I think it's more of like a. It's hard for me to text someone about a loss when they just have because I just feel like texts aren't genuine at all.
Exactly.
I'm more of an in person.
Me too.
Type of person.
It's a lot easier to do in person and make it feel like it's actually real and stuff.
Yeah.
Or a phone call even.
I honestly think it's so weird when you haven't talked to somebody for so long and they just reach out after something tragic or something absolutely great happens to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, it doesn't feel genuine, like you said, you know?
Right. Yeah, it just feels like, you're like, oh,
small talk.
Yeah,
almost.
Whatever. Thanks, man. I'm glad my fucking.
See you in 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like I'm glad my suffering and my pain is a point of conversation for you.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like a backhand compliment.
It is, literally, yeah. Hope you're doing good. I know we haven't talked in 7 years, but sorry about that.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But I had nothing to do with this thing, but I now feel like I need to
obligated,
talk to you.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think those people who do reach out, like some of them might be genuine about it.
For sure.
Some of them, if it's on social media, it feels like it's more like an attention.
Or they feel like they have to do it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not like hating on anyone either. Like,
but
let's be honest.
I'm just spitting facts, man. Like, not everything is genuine. And especially when social media came around, it's like you're not supposed to be anymore. And it's more like you need to comment on this thing, otherwise you're not genuine anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like, you have no idea what I said to this person in real life. Like, nobody wished me happy birthday on Facebook, but I got so many personal texts.
Here's a great. Okay,
and
so I wouldn't have even
Facebook
known it was your
ones.
fucking birthday, which is fucked up. But I don't know anyone's birthdays. From my mom. No, not even my mom. My ex-girlfriend's, which is fucking weird.
Me too, low-key.
Because like you're supposed to remember that shit.
Well, like 420.
But if it wasn't for Facebook, I would not have known it was your fucking birthday. What was it, yesterday? 2 days ago? 2 days ago. Wednesday.
Yeah,
I got fucked up and
Tony.
you didn't even come out.
Happy birthday, bro. Happy belated birthday, my man.
Thanks, bro.
How old are you?
27.
Yeah.
Don't join the club, dude.
I turned 25 this year.
Yeah.
Well, shit, boys, I could do this all day, but
Yeah.
I gotta get Boogie in here in a second. I gotta hit a show.
Yep.
Shout out Lizzie Tunes. You want to give out any shout outs or drop any tags or anything like that?
Instagram Riley Madden, YouTube Riley Madden. want to shout out everyone I was in the military with. If you guys end up seeing this, I love y'all. If you're going through any mental health stuff, keep your chin up day by day, one foot in front of the other. It all works out. Motto I live by from my platoon sergeant: fuck it, it'll buff. It always does. You know, it always does.
Always works out.
Or it could be worse.
Dude, me and my buddy always say that.
It could be worse.
Okay, we never say it could be worse. We say it's really not that bad.
Exactly, yeah. It could be worse.
It's got to be good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's all about perspective. But
thanks for coming through,
yeah,
bro.
thanks for having me,
Dude,
guys.
We'll do some more shit.
Yeah,
do.
absolutely,
Definitely.
bro. Absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
Comment, like, or dislike. Please subscribe.
Comment. Keep the comments in the comments.
Let them know what you guys want to see next.
Check out
Yeah,
the
that'd be
Blizzy vlog.
sick if you guys would give us suggestions.
Fucking hate on me.
pointers,
I want to feel
like,
something.
Talk
Dude,
shit, talk
Come
shit
to my
about
YouTube channel if you
shoes.
want it,
I
bro.
don't know.
Holy shit.
All right.
Later, everyone.
Fuck you, Dallas.
See you.
Woo!
That was good, boys.
Yeah, that was really good, actually.
Yes, sir.
Dude, homie. I went to go pee.
Yeah.
This thing fell out. It almost went in the toilet. But
Dude.
it didn't, though.
Hootie.
It didn't. It didn't do it. What up, bro?